What's up? What's up? Hope you can hear me. It's Big West. Got another stream for you. Fair use, fair use. It's Pandora in the back. Pandora in the back. I'm listening to music while I'm doing some content. Relax. So today, the name of this stream is a term that I use called cash out and easy mode. And some people are saying, well, what is cash out? What does that mean, cash out? Cash out is a term that was used by a 20-year divorce attorney. His name is the lead attorney. He's on YouTube. Go check him out. He's been doing it for about 20 years, and he coined it cashing out the husband, cashing out the wife, whatever, right? Most of them, more times than not, it's the husband. So to be cashed out, you got to actually have something. So what it is the sisterhood. We call it the sisterhood because it's black women that are getting with black men, and they're using them for their resources and finances. And then when they're done with them, they just kick them to the curb and take half of their shit. They call it a sisterhood because it's like a code amongst them where they don't speak of that it being they don't speak on it being wrong. No one stands up and says, "Oh no, that's fucked up. Don't do that." They don't do that. So that's the sisterhood. So I'm gonna give you some examples of people being cashed out. Y'all know I love my Pepsi Gentleman Jack, and a nice cigar. And I can talk to y'all for an hour. Right? So this one here I'm going to continue. The regular. Let me see. This is the one I always use. All right. So look. I'm going to show you this one guy that got cashed out. His name is I actually want to show you. Yeah. The lead. That's who it is. The lead. Where's he at? Okay. This is the lead attorney. 20-year attorney that I was telling you about. Right. He's going to break down a gentleman that got cashed out. Check this out.
I want us to take a look at this. Now, Dr. Dre is reportedly worth, what do they say, $800 million. Let's see what we got here. So he's worth a cool 800 million. 800 million, all right? That's how much he's worth. She gets 100 million. Now, I can tell you as an attorney that this looks funky. Why does it look funky? Because she is supposed to get at least
fair use,
400 million. This is what she got. This is what she was supposed to get. Now, why is that? Why did he have 800 million to split? 800 million to split. She got 100, she was supposed to get 400. Now, when you look at it like this looks like a total win. This looks like a total win. Why was she supposed to get 400 million? She was supposed to get 400 million because marriage is halfsy. What's mine is yours and yours is mine. I'm supposed to get half your shit, right? That's the rules. We're partners. You gave me a ring and told me that you wanted me to be your partner. And I said, okay, but only if you give me half. That's what the marriage is. That's an interpretation of marriage. You give a woman a ring and you promise her that you will give her half your shit. if and when she decides to cash you out. Wait, attorney, I don't know where you're getting this from. I'm a 20-year divorce attorney. Been doing this my whole life. So did she win or did she get screwed? In my eyes, she got screwed. Why did she get screwed? Does anybody know? Is there anybody in the chat that knows why she got screwed? Is one word.
Prenup.
Loofahs are literally the worst way to clean yourself, and they can really f up your skin.
If you scrub your bum with a loofah.
It's one word why she got screwed. Yes. Shout out to the white girl, Massey. Yes. Shout out to Noelle. Yes. Shout out to Hiru. Shout out to Jan. Shout out to Jamal. Shout out to Keith. Yes. Shout out to my number 2 in command, Steel Curtain. Yes. Somebody told me prenups don't work. It's bullshit. Prenups work. They work. They absolutely work. It's the only thing that protected him. It's the only thing that protected his legacy. So many of y'all are talking about, oh, I want to get married because I want to have kids and I want to have a legacy. What protected it? One thing. One thing protected that legacy. The damn prenup. This woman fought tooth and nail to get that prenup thrown out. It was the biggest fight of her life. If she would have won, she would have gotten $300 million. A lot of y'all are going to be in a lot of fights. A lot of y'all are going to be in a lot of fights. Very few of us are going to be in a fight for $300 million. That's a lot of money. Dr. Dre was able to prevail because what the Steel Curtain is talking about right here, the prenup. This man saved himself
All right, so you got the gist of that. He's going to break down what it's like for an average person that gets cashed out.
$300 million by getting one document, by getting a piece of paper. A lot of you guys cannot relate to these numbers. Lord knows I can't. You start talking about 800 million, 400 million. It's, how the fuck am I supposed to know? But I want to kind of break it down to you guys, the way that I would look at this case. Now, we got to get away from these numbers, number one, because these numbers are bullshit, right? These numbers, no one can relate. What I see a lot of you guys have $300,000. Y'all are worth $300,000. Now, do you have $300,000 in the bank? Hell no. This is your net worth. So what is this? This was equity in your home equity, right? This is your checking account, savings account. What else you got? This is 401k. I was about to put 401k. Mm-hmm. This is what I see. Now you got some debts and all that. So subtract out the debts. If we subtract out all the debts, you got $300,000 net worth. Now this is you and your wife is trying to cash you out. So what's going to happen? The judge is going to say, okay, you got $300,000. We got $300,000 to play with. So $300,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide that by 2. And then we are good. That puts you at $150,000. So you have to pay the wife $150,000. What's the problem? The problem is you have $5,000 in your goddamn checking account. This is the problem. You got $5,000 in your checking account, and you're supposed to cash her out $150,000. So let's say that you got 2 kids. But what do you think is going to happen to the house? Well, she gets the house. She gets the house. Why does she get the house? Because the house goes with the kids. Kids need stability. The house goes with the kids. Guess who the kids go with? The kids go with the mom. So what does that mean? Mom gets the house. He gets the house. Now, this is the same house that, you've been paying the mortgage for the whole goddamn time. You never missed a mortgage payment. She gets it. Guess what also she gets? Your legacy? You remember the whole fucking reason? The whole reason that you got married in the first place? Your 2 kids? Let me put 2 just to emphasize. Let me do it like the attorneys do. You want me to show you how the attorneys do it? Let me show you how the attorneys do it. We put the 2 kids. This is how the attorneys write 2 kids. Mom gets the house. Mom gets the 2 kids. And you get, what you get? You get the 100. You get $150,000
It was at this
of
Jackson knew.
Of
Fucked
your $300,000.
Yo.
I want to know if this looks attractive to anybody. Is there a man in the chat that says this looks attractive to anybody? She gets your house because the house goes with the kids. Since she's the mom, she gets the kids. Mom gets the house. Mom gets your 2 kids. You want me to be petty? You want me to be petty? Mom gets, you want me to be super petty? You want me to be super petty? Mom gets your house. Mom gets your 2 kids. What do you get? You get 150 of your 300,000. This is marriage. This is what?
Now, that's marriage, right? That's what he's saying. But you also have to think, you're in the house and you have to dissolve the house, and you can't even dissolve it. You just have to leave, bro. Now you're homeless. You're homeless. You lost your kids. You lost the house that you were paying for. That's cashed out.
Jackpot, right?
That's it. You married a hyena. Now your life
Suck.
That's cash out. Now you have to find a new place to live. Plus pay her alimony. Plus child support. You're fucked. Why would you do that to yourself? And this is what you guys are doing. This is what these guys are. I want to show a little bit more what he has going on, because he opened my eyes to a lot of shit, man. And there's nothing more. There's nothing better than being an actual free man, where you have no obligations, no financial obligations, no financial ransoms that you have to pay. As long as you don't have a woman pregnant and she doesn't have your last name, or hyphenated, or you're not married to her, your life is great. As soon as you start fucking around with these little things, man, these fucking hyenas, these little crumb snatching fucking chicks, man, that's when you start fucking up, man. So let's see what else he's talking about real quick before I go to the next joint.
Your marriage is going to look like. This is what your divorce is going to look like. And I know that because I'm a 20-year divorce attorney. Now, what if you got the same thing that Dr. Dre got? What if you got the same thing that Dr. Dre got? Now, somebody said, somebody in the chat, I just glanced over at the chat. Somebody in the chat said, don't get a divorce. Of course, it's a woman. Why is this an idiotic statement? Does anybody know why this is an idiotic statement? Can anyone in the chat tell me? I'm not saying that Enrod is an idiot. I'm saying that her statement is idiotic. Oh, we already got an answer. Because it's not up to you. Skynet the machinist called it. It's not up to you. What does J.S. Hooper? 80% of the women file for divorce. What does Keith say? You don't have any control. Add sports fitness. Women file divorce.
Yep.
This is why that's an idiotic statement. Yeah, I think the number is closer to 70, but shit, let's just round it. Shout out to La Loca, La Toxica. All right. Listen, you know what's scary is the damn reality of the situation. Now, what if let's say Dr. Dre's divorce was your divorce. Let's take out the kids because his kids are grown. You would be looking at, let's just do this. All right. You would be looking at spending let's put this, no prenup. Now, do you know what else you would have to pay? You would have to pay her attorney's fees, right? How much her attorney's fee is going to say? In Georgia, let's say those will run you about 25 grand. Let's be nice and say they'll run you about 25 grand. What else are you going to have to pay? Oh, you are not going to want to hear this bullshit. You are going to have to pay alimony. Alimony. How much is the alimony going to cost you? Well, this is where it's going to depend. Let's be nice and let's say that you have to pay her $1,000 a month for 48 months. $1,000 a month for 48 months. How much is that? That is $48,000. So you had 300,000. Instantly, you have 150. From the 150, you have to subtract the 25, and you also have to subtract the 48. So let's do this. Let's say 150 minus 25,000 minus 48,000. What does that equal? So you are left with 77,000. Listen, niggas, you had 300,000
and a house.
You have 77,000. TLA has 25,000. You had 300,000. You are left with 77,000, and you had to pay the lead attorney 25,000. I'm so happy you got divorced. I'm so happy you got divorced. Who thinks that this is just? You had 300. You are left with 77. She has 150 plus alimony of 48 equals 100. I can do this in my head. 198,000.
Prenup, fellas. Get the prenup. Get the prenup. Well, I say don't even get married. Fuck that whole shit. Don't get married ever. Don't even marry him. We got marrying for. But so we're gonna look at something else. That was good. That was good. Gonna look at something else. Getting cashed out. What happens after you get cashed out? Let me see if you can remember this. Remember this guy?
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? Oh my God. Oh.
Every month, you see your bank account. Every month he's seeing it. He ain't working like that. Every month he's seeing his shit decrease. 13,000. 13,000. 13,000. 13,000. Nobody cares for these men, man. Nobody cares. Oh, you got it. Pay it. Poor guy. Right? Now, what is this? I'll show you another version of it. That's the getting cashed out. But before I show you more of the cash out, easy mode. This is easy mode. Everybody on earth has to feed, clothe, and provide shelter for themselves and protect themselves, right? If you have a man, well, that's your protection. That's your provision, which is the feeding and the clothing. And that's your shelter. So your life, a woman's life, is actually on easy mode. You know, you play in the video game and they got the different levels: hard, medium, easy, beginner, right? You put her life on easy mode, man. Picking her up, taking her wherever she needs to go, buying her a car. If you buy cars, what else? Bodyguard, right? I showed in the last stream, Bodyguard, Rihanna's bodyguard, and Kim Kardashian's bodyguard. 400,000 a year, $1 million a year, 100,000 a day for some bodyguards. Now I know you're saying, well, she's not Rihanna or fucking Kim Kardashian or Kylie Jenner, but she getting protected like them. Is she not? Fellas, when you out with your lady, summertime, she got on fucking shorts or what do you call that shit? A romper or she out looking good. You're not protecting her like she's Kylie Jenner or Rihanna or Beyonce. You are. You ain't gonna let nobody just walk up and grab her, right? You ain't gonna let nobody just start crowding around her. You ain't gonna let nobody stand in her way. You're there to protect her. So the person is different, but the service is the same. So you're putting Keisha from 5C life on easy mode. Keisha with the big mouth and fucking 72 bodies. You're putting her life on easy mode. You gotta understand this shit. You gotta realize what you actually bring to the fucking table, man. It's not just money. It goes deeper than that shit. And sometimes with protection, you have to understand that there's a possibility, if you're not too smart, there's a possibility of incarceration, hospitalization, or death, man. Real shit. Check this out. I got this. I want to show you. Check this fella out.
I am celebrating something that I thought would never come. Today, my last child support payment day, y'all. My last one.
Norman H.
And I'm so
Boyd.
happy it's bringing tears to my eyes.
That's the baby.
But not only is it bringing tears to my eyes, but I have afforded so many things only by the grace of God. Let y'all see this here.
150.
Wow.
That's my baby right here.
Got his motorcycle.
That's my baby right here.
I've been paying $1,800 a month for 7 years. I paid $900 a month for 10 years. Do the math. Do the math. That $260,000 that I'd have paid my baby mama. She ain't got a car. She ain't got a house. Every car she never had. It ain't got repoed. Ha! Tell me God ain't good. Ha! Tell me God ain't good. Ha! Tell me God ain't good. Let me put my seatbelt on, y'all. Let me stop playing. Today my shift day. What I do? Take comp time. Why? To celebrate. Yes, to celebrate. I'm gonna be celebrating all day long. I'm serious, y'all. This is a serious thing. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell all my coworkers, thank you for putting up with me.
I'm glad that worked out for him. I'm glad he was able to maneuver the way he was while on child support, but he said he had about 3 jobs. Decent paying jobs too. He was doing his thing. Another version, Cash Out. Kanye West to pay Kim $200,000 per month. Child support. Joint custody. If she had full custody, he probably would have had to pay more. So this is a settlement. So in the settlement, she probably asked for more, but they settled for this. All right. She had 8 years with him. She went a little further than top pay. You know, city job, you do 5.5 years, you reach top pay. She did 8. Filed for divorce. Expenses, security, school, college will be shared. Oh, how kind. But Ye is expected to spend $200 a month in child support. You got to understand, man. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you're exempt or you're smarter than the average motherfucker. Because there's a lot of people that get married, get divorced, get cashed out, and then go get married again. Check this person out. This is one smart guy, but he still got fucked in the end. If you have never seen this, this is the articles. These people are from Canada, but this guy is a multimillionaire. This guy right here, right? Millions of dollars. They both were married. Both had got divorced. They started fucking around. They were with each other for 14 years. Right? She wanted marriage. He said, okay, let's get married, but we got to sign a prenup. She's like, oh no, I don't want to sign no prenup. No, just marry me. All right. Time passes. So the same thing. We should get married. He said, okay, yeah, we can get married, but we got to sign a prenup. She's like, oh no. We've been together a while. We shouldn't have to sign a prenup. He's like, nah, man, we got to sign a prenup. Third time in the 14th year, gave her a fucking 7.5 carat ring, flew her on his private jet to Florida, summered every year with her at his palatial Muskoka cottage, proposed multiple times and paid all her expenses. Notice it says paid all her expenses, right? Paid for all the trips and all that. Now, they never moved in together. They maintained separate Toronto homes. He bought her a home, mind you. He bought her a whole house. Wealthy businessman maintained she would first have to sign a domestic contract. And Kleiman's never did. That's her last name. They split in 2015. Latner tried to claim that since they never lived together, she had just been a girlfriend and not in common law spouse who now deserves child support. Like, she don't deserve that shit. Well, a judge said, following an 8-day trial, judge last year declared them to have been spouses under Family Law Act. Estimating his annual income was at least $6.5 million a year. Latner was ordered to pay Kleiman's spousal support of a whopping $53,077 a month indefinitely, forever, until he died. Right? So they actually was able to appeal that. They appealed it. He won the appeal, but they said that he was still entitled to support her. But instead of indefinitely, she's gonna support her for 10 years. So he's gonna pay her $53,077 for 10 years. Now, being that they never had a house, they never had any kids, there was no marriage, they say, yeah, we're gonna cash him out anyway. I got you. So he's an art collector and a philanthropist, right? His family's net worth is $1.12 billion, right? Blah blah blah. He was a wealthy man, and when he met and he went to parties, and he said Latner pursued Ms. Kleiman's, and they quickly began a relationship. Right? According to the ruling, Kleiman's quit her job so she could run Latner's errands and be available to enjoy their lavish lifestyle. She was his wife in everything but the name. They exchanged rings, celebrated their anniversary, traveled the world. He bought her 7 fur coats, bankrolls her cosmetic procedures, paid off one of her mortgages, and provided his credit card at $6,000 a month. Damn. It was certainly a life which anyone could be accustomed to. After they broke up, this chick became a yoga instructor and was only making $1,000 a month. She asked the court to consider her spouse entitlement to indefinite support. See, this is the life on that. That's life on easy mode. He put her life on easy mode. And what does she do in return? Get him for 53 grand a month. So that case is crazy because he wasn't even married to her. So you got to be careful. You put a chick life on easy mode, you know, just keep a little mental track of what you're doing, how much you're doing. Because shit can get crazy. This chick won that. I don't even know how. But yeah, that's getting cashed out. And that's what having your life on easy mode means. Right? So be careful. Be on point. You don't have to marry a chick. You don't have to feel guilty because you won't marry a chick, because they leave the divorce between 70 and 90% of the time anyway. The more education they have, the higher the divorce rate goes for them. So listen, man, it's not worth it. All right. Have a good one.